Alrighty everyone, welcome on back to another 100% completion guide for another capital ship, and this time we're going to go ahead to the Death Star, specifically designed to obliterate planets. The orbital battle station is a magnificent feat of engineering. Despite being under the command of Grand Moff Tarkin, it was Krennic who miraculously delivered the Emperor's coveted prize. The Death Star is over 160 kilometers wide. Wow, it's quite large. But let's summon it in. There it is, the Death Star. And of course, the reason why we've taken so long to get to this capital ship is because we actually had to unlock it on Yavin 4, which is why the other day you saw me do a 100% completion guide for all of Yavin 4. Alright, Yavin 4 space, the Death Star. Let's get cracking. Alright, so your first Kyber is going to be you're going to have to destroy 10 of these, like, recruitment signs. So the first one is right over here in the bottom end of the hangar. Or I guess the right side of the hangar, if you're looking at it this way. So there's going to be these little stormtrooper signs right here. So, I mean, they're pretty easy to find. So, again, they're right here. They're right where these super counter signs are. So, let's destroy this one. Bam! 1 out of 10. Alright, your second one is going to be right here. We're still in the main hangar side of things, so no need to worry. You should have 2 total in the main hangar. So the second one is right here. Just going to throw our lights here right at. Bam! 2 out of 10. Alright, your third one is still in the first layer of the Death Star, but we're not in the main hangar anymore. We're like right here, so just do that on your map and you're just gonna make your way over here. And if you don't know how to get there, that's alright. We're leaving from the main hangar. We're gonna go in here, take a right, and look at there it is. Bam! 3 out of 10. Alright, so your fourth one is actually gonna be on the second layer of the Death Star here. So, and it's pretty simple to get up. Just find a stairwell to walk up and you should find yourself in this area. Alright, bam! 4 out of 10. Thank you. Alright, so your fifth one is going to be right here, still on the second layer here. We have quite a bit on the second layer. So again, we're gonna force choke someone, or you can force a droid over here, and then you can turn into a character who can destroy this. Bam! But that's how you get over here. That'll be 5 out of 10. The sixth one is gonna be over here in this room to the left. Over here. So, gonna make our way. Now it's the room opposite the character, so do keep that in mind. Alright, let's go get our 6th recruiter sign taken down. We're going to take a left here. You're going to find yourself in these rooms with these back to tanks. You're just going to destroy it. Boom! 6 out of 10. Alright, the 7th one is actually going to be in the exact same room as the character unlock is in. So, a little bit of how you get that one. So, you're going to enter in here, and you're actually going to turn behind you. Because, look, there's the character unlock. And the poster's right over there. Just gonna aim, boom! That should be your 7th one, taken down. Alright, your 8th one should be right in this room over here next to the 2 pluggables, so we're gonna go in here and we're gonna take a right, and it should be in this hologram room right here. And what you're going to need to do is, whoops, turn to, it's literally right at your left. There it is. Hello. 8 out of 10 are now completed. Thank you. Alright, so your 9th one is going to be on the second layer, but it's on a different portion of the second layer. So I'm going to show you guys actually how to get up there, because this portion of the second layer is kind of isolated from the other portions of the second layer. So it's kind of difficult to understand, but you'll see what I mean. So, oops, can't go that way. My apologies. Just gonna go this way. Then we're gonna go up this stairwell, I guess. And then you're gonna find yourself over here. So you're gonna need C-3PO for this. Now, first I thought you needed him to open this door right here. This is how you get the 9th one, by the way. But it actually opens. But what you need to, but this door does not open, so you can't actually get in. So you're gonna need a 3PO or another protocol droid of the sorts. Activate this, and so that button's how you unlock the door, but we're not gonna do that yet, for a good reason, because there's a Kyber in here we're gonna need later on. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna smash. Oops. Hold on. I really want to be able to do this without having to open the door. So come on, there we go. 9 out of 10. Alright, so the final recruiter booter is on the 3rd layer. So if you just take where we are at the 9th one, right by the protocol terminal we were just at for the 9th one, we're basically just gonna go up and get another. We'll go up to the 3rd layer. So again, just gonna go up there. And here's gonna be your 10th and final one. Yes, Kyber number 1 recruiter booter is now unlocked. Alright, so your second Kyber is going to be the Captain's Cache, and we are up here on the top layer of the Death Star, the conclusion of where the first Kyber takes us to, for destroying all 10 of those posters. But it's going to be right here at the bridge. So here's the Kyber, but we're going to need a key card in order to access it. You can actually see your ship. Hello, look at that, there's our ship. Alright, so you're going to need a key card. And what you're going to do is you're actually going to go down to the second one, and the key card is going to be that one right there that I was just on. That's going to be the key card. Now, I mistakenly go to this one that I just highlighted, but keep in mind it is the one in the hologram room. So do keep that in mind, because I do mess up here. It is quite embarrassing. I believe it or not. Because the pluggables get mixed up for power cores all the time, so do keep that in mind. So I had a 1 in 3 chance going into this, and I guessed it wrong twice. So this is just a power core. So then we're gonna go up here, and we're gonna go for this pluggable, which also turns out to be the wrong one. But then we're just gonna go in this room, and we're gonna get the key card. Thank you. And if you don't know how to get back, you could just go here. You're gonna press that left trigger button to get back to the 3rd layer, and you're just gonna mark it as your destination, and just follow the guide back up there. It's pretty dang simple. Alright, 3PO, let's go. And we're gonna, oopsies, go in here. Come on, 3PO, let's go. Let's go, we're on a mission here. Oh, come on, 3PO, let's go. Here we are, and we're just gonna insert the keycard as so, or as such. And we're gonna unlock our second Kyber brick on the Death Star. Captain's Cache, mission complete. Really, 3PO, that's what you're gonna say? Okay. Alright, so your third Kyber brick is gonna be Cake or Death. Now it is just below the 3rd layer that we were just on. And so again, we were just on this layer. It is right below. It's on the isolated layer of the 2nd layer of the Death Star. So you're just gonna target that as your destination. It should take you right to the Kyber brick. So let's go and do that. Bam! Alright, so once again, sorry. I know I should be doing it already, but once again, let's get started. Okay, let's go ahead. So as I said before, we can't access that door normally, so we have to use the C3PO terminal. And what we're gonna do is, so you're gonna start here basically, and you're just gonna go walk over to this button and press it. Sweet. Alrighty, and let's see what we have here. We have an astromech panel. So you can use R2D2 for this, but we're gonna go ahead and use BB-9 or BB-8 in his disguise. And you're just gonna solve this astromech puzzle. You can always skip it if you have the astromech puzzles updated. Or, sorry, not updated, upgraded, might I say. And there we go, cake or death, mission completed. Yes, let's go. Alright, your fourth Kyber is going to be on the main part of the second layer, and it's going to be in the hologram room, and you're actually going to use these power cores. So, fully operational, let's go. So this is the Kyber. It's up here on the, I guess, third layer as well. But what you're going to do is you're going to, so you're going to go up here. And basically what you're going to do, hello Wandering Wookie. We're not talking to you though, sorry about that. You're going to go up here, and where's the Kyber? There he is. But you're going to see you're going to need 2 power cores. So, again, we've seen both of them already. My mistake. But first one's going to be right out here. You're going to go ahead and pick that up. Come on, Han, in your Stormtrooper outfit. Let's go. Alright, we're going to stick this in the power core slot. It's going to power it up. And we just need one more after that. And that one more is actually going to be, we're going to take a left. And then we're going to go down to here. We're going to take come on. Go the right way, please. Alright, we're going to take a right, and we're going to come into the back to tank room, and we are going to go back and plug in the final power core for our Kyber brick. Yay. Come on, Han. Let's go, buddy. If you don't know why I'm referring to as Han, this is actually Han Solo in his Stormtrooper disguise from episode 4. Alright, there we go. Kyber brick. There we go. Fully operational. Mission completed. That's another Kyber brick that should be in your collection. Alright, so now, unlike other capital ships, there's actually a character token to unlock on this capital ship, which is Commander Gia. So you're going to go to this area on the second layer of the Death Star. And so we're just going to walk right inside, and we're going to go on and talk to Commander Gia. Hello. First we're going to destroy the table, because, why? Because we're evil. Yeah. Hello, Commander Gia, what's up? So basically he's gonna retell the story of the Death Star, but in favor of the Empire. Is basically what this mission is.
Thanks to those awful rebels, it was not to be. But through the magic of the theater, you and I can rewrite history. Imagine what would have been had the Empire won.
Probably would have been bad for the whole Star Wars galaxy, you know?
Because you exude such star potential, you will be playing the role of the Death Star.
That sounds great.
Now, if you can make your way to the stage, the show can begin. No need for rehearsals. Just follow my lead.
Alright, sounds good. We will follow your lead. Death Star story, mission accepted. Alright, so what you actually have to do is actually start talking to him. You don't hop right into the Death Star or else the mission will never start.
Her name was the Death Star, and her only true joy was finding entire planets she could destroy.
Sounds like a weird joy to have, but you know what? You do you, Death Star, you do you.
Smashed it to pieces with obvious glee.
Alright, so what you're going to do from here, you're actually going to hop in the Death Star. And then he gets mad if you talk to him again, so it's kind of funny if you do that every time. But I digress. So what you're going to do is you're just going to fire at the planet and destroy it. Then you don't have to get out of the Death Star for the remaining time.
Could a thing that felt so good be bad?
Okay.
More and more
I guess.
appeared in her sights. She blasted them too, though they put up a fight.
Alright, take down the planets. Dantooine and other planets are being destroyed. Jeddah City, destroy.
By glorious planet debris, the Death Star felt deadly as deadly could be.
Alright.
But darkness was brewing nearby in the land. An evil rebellion to ruin her plans.
Wait, so this is making me think now. Like,
They dressed in
does
white.
do the goons at the Empire, like this Commander Zir guy, really think, like, they're doing good for the galaxy? Are they really that brainwashed? Like, I thought they were all evil, but, like, come on. You can't be this stupid. Like, the flip on. Alright, and then here what you're gonna have to do is, you're gonna have to destroy these, stormtroopers dressed up as rebel troopers. Alright, come on. Destroy. You see, I actually get killed here, so that's not good. Alright, there we go.
The rebels defeated, the Death Star had won and shone like the deathliest, starriest sun.
Yay! We did it! Yay!
Thank you. Thank you. You're all too kind.
There we go. That is the end of the side mission, and you're just gonna talk to Commander Zir again, and he should give you the character unlock. So, we're just gonna hop out and talk to him, get that character unlock. First, we're gonna destroy some plants.
Good. At least for an amateur.
Oh, get out of here! I played that to perfection.
That the Empire had come out on top instead of those infernal.
Are you okay, dude? Okay.
Excuse me. I'm off to write my next piece. Death Star 2. Battleship in the city.
What are you talking about? I mean, okay. Good luck for you, I guess. But, finishing that will unlock Commander Zir as a villain character, which is awesome. Now, next up, Kyber number 5 engineering feat. It's going to be right here on the second layer. Your last collectible to collect on the second layer of the Death Star. So, we're just going to start, and it's in the area where, I forget what it's called in the movie, but you'll recognize it immediately once you see it. Like this little area right here. But wait, so you're going to have to do 4 targets. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that is 4. So, let's go ahead and do it. Get out of the way, Stormtrooper. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Bam! Engineering feat. That will be our 5th Kyber, and the game actually saves you time, so you don't have to jump over there and get it. It'll just give it to you, which is nice. Mission complete. Engineering feat. Yeah. But you could just force the droid over there to get it anyways if it doesn't do that for some weird reason. Alright, Kyber number 6. So we're back on the first layer, which is the layer that the main hangar is on. So we're going for this Kyber right over here. There we go. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make our way inside this room over here. And here is a Kyber brick. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good, Ben Kenobi. Sounds good. Alright, we're actually going to use Mon Mothma for this. A new character we unlocked on Yavin 4. So, if you're wondering how to get her unlocked, watch my 100% completion guide on Yavin 4 and you will find out. He's one of the hardest characters to unlock in the game, in my opinion, though. Well, not really hard. It's just very time lengthy. Like, the mission we did took like 10 minutes. But, regardless, staying on target, mission is now completed. We earned our 6th Kyber on the Death Star, and we only have 1 more collectible to collect on the Death Star now, which is fantastic. Alright, so your final collectible will be the 7th Kyber brick, which is Star Bars. And you're actually going to start here in the main hangar, but you're kind of going to go an indirect route. So the Kyber is right over there, but you have to pull that lever down. In order to get up to that high, you actually have to go up here. Come on, Mon Mothma. You're going to help us out here. You're going to jump up. There we go. Jump up again. And grapple. So you're going to need someone with the grapple ability. So, for example, a villain character wouldn't be of any use here because he doesn't have the grapple ability. But a bounty hunter or a hero character like Mon Mothma would do great because they both have the grapple ability. Alright. Nope. We're just going to grapple. And grapple again. And then, let's see, we're gonna grapple over here. And finally, we're gonna grapple to the main lever. And we're gonna drop down and collect our Kyber brick. Yes! Sounds good, Mon Mothma. Mission complete, star bars. We have collected our final Kyber brick on the Death Star, which is fantastic. So throughout the Death Star and today, I showed you guys how to collect the 7 Kyber bricks on the Death Star, as well as the sole character on the Death Star, which was that of Commander Xia. So with all that being said, if you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like. That'll be very, very helpful. And I will see all of you lovely folks next time. Bye-bye.